In 1951, a hypnotized subject was told they were being burned with a hot iron. The moment the suggestion was given, their body reacted as if it were real. A blister formed on their skin, despite no heat ever touching them. Pause and think about that for a second. If the mind can create physical damage through nothing but belief, what else can it create? What if disease, aging, and healing are not just physical events, but the direct result of what your subconscious has accepted as reality? What if your health is not happening to you, but is being shaped by the commands your mind has been given? This is not speculation. From placebo studies that show sugar pills curing disease to spontaneous remissions where terminal illnesses disappear overnight, science is only now beginning to understand what ancient civilizations already knew. Your body is not separate from your mind, it is a reflection of it. And those who understand this do not wait for healing, they command it. So let's go deeper into the mechanics of subconscious healing, the part they don't want you to know. The human body is a machine, but who is controlling it? You don't tell your heart to beat, it just does. You don't instruct your immune system to fight viruses, it already knows. You don't command your cells to regenerate, they do it automatically. But what if I told you this system is not running on its own, that there is an intelligence behind it, shaping and directing every function? And more importantly, what if this intelligence can be reprogrammed, not through medicine, not through surgery, but through your mind alone? This is the hidden power of your subconscious, the force that has been responsible for every so-called miracle healing, spontaneous remission, and unexplained cure throughout history. Not magic, not chance, a biological reality that few have dared to explore. Let's go deeper. Right now, your body is replacing 800,000 cells every second. Your liver regenerates itself completely in 6 months. Your skin replaces itself every 27 days. Your bones renew every 10 years. In other words, you are not the same person you were yesterday. But here's the problem. Your subconscious is not just rebuilding your body, it's rebuilding your illnesses, it's rebuilding your weaknesses, it's rebuilding the very conditions you wish to escape. Why? Because it is programmed to do so. Every illness, every symptom, every limitation is nothing more than a subconscious program running on autopilot. A program that was installed by your beliefs, your experiences, and the words of those around you. And unless you rewrite the code, the system will keep running the same way. But here's where it gets interesting. For decades, mainstream medicine has dismissed the mind's role in healing, until the evidence became undeniable. Harvard Medical Study in 2013, patients who simply visualized healing experienced the same neural activation as those actually receiving treatment. Parkinson's placebo study in 2015, patients injected with saline, thinking it was a dopamine drug, produced real dopamine in their brains without any medication. Surgical placebo experiment. Patients who underwent fake knee surgeries experienced the same pain relief as those who had real surgery because their minds believed the procedure was real. But this is not new knowledge. This is ancient wisdom that science is only now beginning to understand. Let's look at history. In ancient Japan, at the great Buddha of Kamakura, a blind man regained his sight by touching the statue's feet. In ancient Egypt, priests performed ritualistic healing ceremonies, guiding people into deep trances, speaking directly to their subconscious minds, and witnessing spontaneous recoveries. In indigenous cultures around the world, shamans have healed without medicine, using only suggestion, faith, and altered states of consciousness. Were these miracles? No. These were demonstrations of the same force that modern science is now proving to be real. Because whether it's a sacred ritual, a doctor's white coat, or a sugar pill, the true healer has always been the subconscious mind. And those who understand this wield control over their own biology. Now, here's the part they don't want you to know. If your subconscious is responsible for healing, then who is in control of your subconscious? Let's pause for a moment and consider something. When was the first time you were told that aging equals decline? That past a certain age, your body must weaken? That disease is written in your genetics, inevitable, unavoidable? Who planted the idea that healing only happens through external intervention, pills, procedures, specialists, never through the power within you? Because here's the truth. Your subconscious is not just creating your health, it is absorbing the reality given to it. And that reality, it has been carefully constructed. Look at the world around you. The pharmaceutical industry is worth over $1.5 trillion, but what would happen if people realized they could heal themselves? The anti-aging market is projected to hit $100 billion by 2030. But what if people knew that aging isn't just physical, but largely mental? The medical system profits from treatment, not prevention, because a world of self-healers would collapse the industry overnight. This is not speculation. This is psychological conditioning on a global scale. Because the moment you accept that your subconscious holds the power to heal, to regenerate, to restore itself, you become independent. And independence is dangerous to a system that thrives on control. Think about it. The placebo effect alone proves that belief can override biology. So why does the modern world dismiss it as a quirk rather than the key to unlocking limitless health? Because if every human being took full control of their subconscious mind, the industries built on sickness, dependence, and aging would no longer exist. The greatest fear of those who profit from illness is an informed mind. The greatest weakness of a controlled system is a person who understands their power. And the greatest enemy of manipulation is awareness. So the question isn't just how to heal, it's how to break free from the programming that is keeping you sick. And that starts by taking back control of the subconscious blueprint. If the subconscious mind holds the blueprint of your body, then healing is not about introducing something new. It's about removing the interference that blocks the body's natural ability to restore itself. Let's break this down. Every second, your body is engaged in trillions of processes, from cell regeneration to immune defense, all without your conscious awareness. But here's the key. The subconscious dictates the rate and efficiency of this repair. The subconscious determines which cells thrive and which deteriorate. The subconscious decides whether an injury fully heals or lingers as chronic pain. Think about a deep wound. A child falls, scrapes their knee, and within days, the skin is new again. But an older adult, that same wound may take weeks if it heals at all. The difference isn't just age, it's subconscious programming. A child's mind expects rapid recovery. They believe in healing without doubt. An adult's mind expects decline, fragility, and limitation. And so, the body obeys. But what happens when belief is altered? This is where the placebo effect, hypnosis, and spontaneous healing all converge. The moment the subconscious mind accepts a new reality, the body follows suit. Let me remind you of this with the very first example I gave. Hypnotic wounds. In a 1951 experiment, a hypnotized subject was told they were being burned with a hot iron. A real blister formed on their skin, despite no heat ever touching them. So what does this mean? It means healing is not just possible, it is always occurring. And the only question left is, what signals are being sent to your subconscious? Because whether you realize it or not, your mind is already shaping your reality. Every scientific breakthrough, every ancient teaching, every so-called miracle points back to the same truth. Healing has never been about medicine. It has always been about the subconscious. The real question is, will you let others program your mind for sickness? Or will you take control and rewrite your reality? This is just the beginning.